belt where I'm concentrating. So if I grab her from behind with both hands and got her arms pinned and my head is directly behind her head, it's head smash, boom, I go back like that, I loosen up my grip, she stomp on my foot, I come here, she strike below the belt, I go here, and then she jumps back and pushes me off of her. Each one of those techniques caused me to loosen my grip on her, giving her an opportunity to escape. If I grabbed her from the front, she bites, she knees, and then she steps forward and pushes me back. So when she bites me on the shoulder, and I cringe like this, she strikes me below the belt, my body goes like this, and then she pushes me back. When I grab her from behind by the neck and going to shove her up against the wall, she raises one arm, turns, she locks me in, and then she palm heel. But I'm too strong for her, so she'll have to do a distraction technique. So she can strike below the belt with the arm, boom, causing me to go back, and then she turns around, palm heel me in the face. If I get really aggressive with her and I grab her, she stomps my foot, strike below the belt, then she turns, she'll turn first and go over, and then I block her, she comes back, deliver a strike to the groin, and then redo the technique and palm heel strike. And at every strike causes me to loosen up my grip every time. If I grab her I go to choke her. And what I like about this technique is you can try to choke someone, you can try to smack them, try to punch them. All the techniques are the same, so it's not that you have to learn a bunch of techniques. So, oh, okay, I'm sorry. So if I try to smack her, the block is the same. If I try to choke her, the block is the same. If I try to punch her, the block is the same. If I try to choke her with two hands, the block is the same. So if I happen to come here and she misses and I grab her here, she got ears, eyes, knee, and then she steps forward and she pushes me back. And that's how you're able to get away from a stronger person. So if she turns around like this, okay, why don't you grab that? When you look at self-defense, everything is a weapon. So if you have a cane with you and you're an older person, that's your weapon. If you was leaving this place and you thought that you're going to be attacked, I mean, you guys just had coffee, I would pour me a glass of hot coffee, and that's how I would walk outside. When I'm working security at a bar, and I've seen people do this, they'll have something that they drink in a beer bottle, and they're going to get in a fight, they put the beer bottle down. I never put the beer bottle down. I don't drink, but I have a coffee cup. And that coffee cup is my weapon, from the liquid that's inside of it or from the hard surface. If you have high heel shoes on, those high heels are your weapon. If you have keys, those are your weapons. If you have a belt, that's your weapon. So this device is like a Kubotan. It's a keychain, has a pointy edge on it. Some of them don't have pointy edges. But the good thing about this is, without the keys, to a bad guy, swinging that means nothing. Just the sound of this coming at a person, that's what causes a person to back up and stay away from you. So now she has a tool that she's walking home with, and I come and grab her from behind, and her arms will be free. She's going to use that device on my hand to break free. So if I grab her like this, I'm going to take her to the van. She sticks that thing right into my hand, go ahead, and it causes me to let her go. And then she takes off running. I just discovered something. One day I was getting on an elevator, and you know how we stand right here to the elevator, and then the person gets out, and it was a woman who got out. Whoa, she kind of freaked me out because she was right there. She was on the other side, and I was close to the elevator waiting to get off. I said, man, that's not safe. You know, so now I step back, because if there was someone in that elevator and they want to harm me, and I'm right here and they're right there because they're going to jump out at me, I have no time to defend myself. But if I stay back from the elevator and they come out, and they come out, I have a chance to defend myself. And it goes vice versa. If I'm on the inside of the elevator, I stay back from the elevator, not right at the door. So if someone coming in, it gives me an opportunity to defend myself. If I'm right at the front of that elevator, I don't stand a chance. Anybody have any questions?
There was one more technique, I don't know if you know about it, when you come behind somebody, instead of trying to go like this and choke them, you're supposed to go like this and put pressure here to help.
That would be on the front. Okay, so that would look like this. That's called the, I can't remember the name of it, but I will do it. There we go. So if she's choking me, go ahead. It depends on how long my arms are. I can put my hand in there and I push down, so I'm like hooking it, and then I push down and I can make them back up from me. But as I'm doing that, you know, I should be doing other things too, so. Okay, so I could be doing other things. It's not just this that's gonna push him off, you know. He might go like this and defend himself. Boom, I stomp on their foot. Boom, I strike him below the belt and I knock him off. If they're being real aggressive and we're the same height, you know, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. Then I can do this, ears, eyes, knee, hey, knee again, and push him away. So all of those techniques causes the person to loosen up his grip one at a time, and it makes it easy for you to get away.
What if somebody grabbed her by the ponytail from the back and drug her somewhere?
Okay. So I'll demonstrate this one. So if I got long hair, she grabs me by the hip, everything is distraction. If I'm not bigger than her, I can't get out of it. Stomp on the foot, strike below the belt. Then I grab her here. Then I can kick her or knee her or whatever. And everything I like to demonstrate, I like to give 2 strikes just in case. One to make them let go, and the other one for the hell of it. Any other questions?
One thing that I learned in high school, I watched a film called How to Say No to a Rapist and Survive.
Yes.
And they taught techniques, and one of those was always have your keys in your hand with a key, and you can use it as a weapon. But you know, if somebody grabs you, there's no strength in the thumb, so you
Right.
go against, you know, if you go like that, you can get out of the grip.
Yeah, the keys between the fingers, it hurts you more than it would hurt them. And so that's why I would suggest, you know, something long like this, because now you can have distance. That person, he has. Okay, the person want to get close to you, and you can keep him out of your range with this, you know. So the tougher you make it for an attacker, the easier it is to get away, because they don't want to fight you, they want you to submit. Okay, and as long as you don't submit, you're going to be safe. And so you have to decide how hard you're willing to fight. If I'm facing certain death, I'm going to fight like hell. I want to gather as much DNA under my fingers as possible. You know, I want to bite him. I want to scratch him. I want to gouge him. I want to have as much evidence as I can. So when I'm buried, that he's convicted, that they find him. So you have to decide on how hard you want to fight, or if you're willing to fight. And you have to decide now. You have to decide now what you're going to say to that person, because most rape, you probably know the guy, or you've met him once. Maybe you're not best friends, but he's seen you before, and he picked you out of the bunch because he thought that you was the most vulnerable. And being fit to fight means you have to be fit physically, you have to be fit emotionally, and you have to be fit psychologically. Some people say, I'm not willing to bite someone. Well, I am. Some people say, I'm not willing to grab them by the groin and squeeze. I'm willing to do that too. And so you have to make that decision how far you're willing to go.